Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here.
The Dutch have a hero in every generation, and Dennis Bergkamp is no exception.
He is the man.
Yeah, and he's the pivotal presence, the link-up to all their play, fantastic technique and vision, which gives him an edge and produces some absolutely brilliant goals.
And it's Son Heung-min. Can he get it through? Now that's a fine challenge.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No, it's come to nothing. Araujo. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Anderson. A probing pass. Great ball if he can get there. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Figo. He can run onto that. That's a throw. That has not gone well. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Vieira. Now it's Son Heung-min, knocks it out wide, foot in, whistle's gone, that's a foul. So he's plotting something before playing it in.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Vieira. Son Heung-min. And it's Ødegaard. Bruno Fernandes. Good read, needed to be. Nedved. Nice looking ball. Thuram is onto this. Anderson, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Bergkamp. Some good work on the right flank here. Great vision. Bergkamp providing an outlet. Real chance! Figo. Now Anderson. That has been cut short. Looking for options for movement. Played backwards here.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Rafinha. Son Heung-min. Now that looks a decent ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Bit too much weight on the pass. Vieira. Dumfries. Anderson. Knocks it into space. He is through here. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Courtois, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Neuer. Odegaard. Bruno Fernandes in acres of space out wide. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Nedved with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Nedved. Zanetti.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
So right back into the action.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Araujo. Figo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Nedved. Thuram.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
What's going wide left? He has found a way through. Courtois deals with that nice and simple.
Ukraine couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Tries to play it through. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Corner.
Substitution on the field.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Silvestre. Oh, delicate chip through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ukraine have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Son Heung-min. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's gone for goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Son Heung-min has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Aimed beyond the defence. Takes a shot! And no mistake! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Ukraine are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Ukraine are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rafinha picks it up out wide, and he's whipped it across. Baresi can get it clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's got away, and he shoots! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Just about up to 75 minutes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend.
And the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Substitution.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Francisco Conceição. Coming on to replace him is number 11, Rafinha. Substitution.
Ukraine have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. It's a good foot in there. Well read, nice interception.
Manchester really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's just playing it safe and simple. Anderson really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Cruyff, and that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Ukraine still ahead by the game's only goal. Looking to play him in. And a chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Manchester really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Desperate defending required here.
In progress.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. Thinks one through. And he gets rid in a hurry. Van Dijk gets it away. Cleared without hesitation.
Manchester really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he goes cross-field. Now it's Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Cruyff picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Ukraine effectively played like two different teams. Pretty placid before the break, but looked much more up for it after half-time. Eventually, those efforts were rewarded. There's a lot of positives to take from that.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.